The sound of the siren has just stopped because it went for around 3 minutes, starting from 2:27, because 2:30 is the timing which has been. And as you can see, this building is falling. It's an epical visual which you are watching it on the Viewers of Times Now. We are going to wear this mask because the smoke is going to be coming everywhere. The dust has suddenly covered this building. It has been an explosion which people have been waiting for around 200 to 300 meters. We can see that explosion has totally covered this particular area. This area was a no man's area. There was nothing which was left here. No sign of life was also made sure by the officials, and this building has brought its totally smoke which has...
Let's also quickly get in a word from Priyank, who's joining us. Priyank, you were there very, very close to the site. The Twin Towers crumbled like a pack of cards, like we've been mentioning, and everything went according to plan. In just 9 seconds, the entire buildings were razed.
Yes, Pratibha, and we are the first channel which has reached to this spot very barely, 100 meters away from this location, which used to be, a location known as the Twin Tower location, because till now we have seen that wherever you cross the Noida Greater Noida Expressway, the prominent picture used to be the pictures of Twin Towers. Now we are at the location. Soon after the blast, we were showing you the visual from the other side. Right now you can see that water sprinklers are being used with, thousands of gallons of water, which is also being refilled time and again. We spoke to the senior officials in ground. They are saying that there is no untoward incident which has happened. There is no injury which has been caused to anyone. We are the first channel, Pratibha, which is on the ground here right outside the ATS village, because this is the ATS village and the boundaries are certainly not totally looking affected. Although the expert team will be going inside and they are observing that whether there has been any kind of damage to the property which has happened to this Emerald Courtyard as well as ATS village. These are the two prime properties which were right next to the Twin Towers. But the dramatic turn of event was certainly up to the plan. We know that there was a foolproof plan which was done by the official, but on the ground, we are reporting from the ground below where you cannot see any debris on the street, which clearly means that none of the debris fell on the roadside. There was a speculation that the debris would fall on the roadside, which did not happen. In fact, everything was only gulped down in that particular area, which was supposed to be the boundary wall of the Twin Towers. Mohan, although right now water sprinklers are being used, so the dust particle which is there, very thin layer of the dust particle which is there on the ground is coming out. So visually it would not be, that much, looking so clear. But what I can tell you, from my eyes, I can see that not even one brick of this particular building, which was known as Twin Towers of SuperTech, which was into controversy, which was in the center of attraction and all the eye of the storm, did not one even brick has fallen on the ground. So that is the breaking input which we are, showing to our viewers, that none of the brick of this, tower could be seen on the ground. The building structure material has totally been gulped inside the same area, which was, the premises of SuperTech Twin Towers. So that's the thing. There have been multiple tankers which are being used, gallons of water being used, so that the dust particle which is still in the air can be brought down. Look at the level of preparedness. All these fire extinguishers are going back. The local police deployment is certainly going back. The police officials and the fire tenders, everyone is parading. Very dramatic visual, Pratibha, which we are bringing from the ground. All these vehicles are now going back after the successful control explosion which has happened here. The fire services have been put on standby mode. The fire officials were told to be on the standby, but fortunately nothing unfortunate has happened, and we are the closest person who are on the ground zero, and from this ground you can see that all these vehicles are going back. Nothing untoward has happened. Not even one brick has fallen on the ground. That is the level of achievement But the main task for the officials right now is to sprinkle water. They are trying their level best, but on the ground, what I can see from my not even one brick can be seen. Neither the big concrete structures can be seen on the ground. On the road, right outside the SuperTech Twin Towers, which has been totally buried inside the premises which was given to it. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Priyank, we'll continue coming back to you. So at the ATS village, remember the residents are going to be returning there as well at 7 p.m. In a short while from now is when the officials will be visiting the spot, the area of the Twin Towers, and right next to it is the ATS Towers. Priyank was reporting from there, and as he mentioned, this is closest to the spot. The officials are going to be reaching there in just a few moments from now, and like we mentioned, the residents can return. The residents of the in and around areas had already been evacuated. They've been taken to safer locations. Now things are returning to normalcy. For a long time, everything had been suspended, including traffic movement, of course, and also electricity that had been switched off in and around the areas. So these are all being normalized now. We are seeing traffic movement as well, easy traffic movement that's taking place. Electricity will be switched on. Metro had also been halted for half an hour. Ambulances that were on standby have not been used, thankfully. So it's all gone according to plan. Now the focus is going to be on what next, what is going to happen next, clearing the debris, assessing the damage, and also, of course, ensuring. So we can see the water sprinklers there as well. On our screens, we're seeing visuals of the water sprinklers. Remember, because of a cloud of dust that had gathered around, that had engulfed the entire buildings, there was a lot of dust, there was a lot of talk of the environmental impact. So the officials had deployed water sprinklers in and around. So that's been deployed. Let's take in some reactions that are coming in immediately after the blast took place, what the officials had to say.